Hey guys, welcome to Critical Beauty Salon and Happy New Year! So the 2022 pageant season is over, well, almost over since Miss Universe 2022 pageant has not happened yet, but it will soon on January 14th in New Orleans, Louisiana. Usually, I do an extensive end-of-the-year review of pageantry as the year ends, but since there are so many things that happened in 2022, it would be too long to discuss them in this vlog. So instead, I decided to talk about the 5 biggest pageant stories that happened in 2022. However, you can still read my comprehensive end-of-the-year review on my website, criticalbeauty.com, and whose link is in the description box below. But before I continue, if you haven't subscribed yet, click on the subscribe button and the bell icon below to get instant notification for the next video. What are you waiting for? Do it now. Starting at number 5, the new eligibility requirements of Miss Universe. In a letter sent to the national directors in August by Miss Universe Organization CEO Amy Emmerich, starting in its 72nd edition, meaning 2023, Miss Universe will be accepting women who are or who have been married, as well as women who are pregnant or who have children. Emmerich also stated that MEO President Paula Shugart has been with me on this journey. Honestly, I'm not at all surprised by these changes since Emmerich became CEO on February 2022. MEO is a private company that has the right to make its own rules, and the majority of the public, at least those who responded to the survey, seem to agree with the changes, which Emmerich refers to as evolution. So if MEO starts accepting married women, and should the winner be married, will she still be called Miss Universe? However, I'm not surprised that they're not accepting pregnant men. I guess the pageant's evolution has its limits, at least for now. The pageant also dumped its tagline, confidently beautiful, and placing it with beautifully confident. At number 4, the Miss World Shakeup. On February 28, Miss World 2016, Stephanie Del Valle of Puerto Rico, announced that she would not be participating in the Miss World 2021 finals, which was held on March 17 in her own country. On her social media, Stephanie posted a lengthy note addressed to dear Puerto Rico and fans around the world. Her decision to withdraw was made after Puerto Rico with a Purpose L3C, a company led by American businessman Brock Pierce and contracted to help organize the Miss World 2021 finals, filed a lawsuit against her foundation, Reignite Puerto Rico, due to embezzlement or illegal appropriation of federal funds allocated by the government amounting to $1.2 million. Stephanie called the lawsuit frivolous and malicious. She then countersued for $31 million for moral damages caused by the company's alleged defamation against her image and reputation. As a consequence, the court dismissed Pierce's lawsuit. Meanwhile, on December 28, Stephen Morley, son of Miss World Organization CEO Julia Morley, filed a lawsuit against Pierce for failure to repay the money owed to Miss World Organization. The case is still pending in Puerto Rican court. At number 3, the Miss USA scandals. Notice that I said scandals because there are 2 of them that are intertwined and cannot be separated. Let's start with the first scandal. Max Sebrex, the Belgian-born husband of Crystal Stewart, Miss USA 2008 and president of Miss USA, was forced to step down from his position as vice president of Miss USA after he was accused of allegedly sexually harassing former contestants. Sebrex resigned earlier this year after a contestant in 2021 accused him of coming into her hotel room and kissing her without her consent. The Daily Mail reported that a whistleblower penned a furious email outlining the alleged misconduct and copied it to multiple top executives across Miss Universe and parent company Endeavor in June. Endeavor knew about the early allegations but did not do anything to stop Sebrex from committing further sexual improprieties. The second scandal revolved around the results of Miss USA 2022 finals. Several Miss USA 2022 contestants took to their social media to protest the possible rigging of the finals that took place last October 3rd in Reno, Nevada. They also criticized the Miss USA organization for having mistreated them. The scandal revolves mainly around the winner from Texas, Arbani Gabriel, who many believe had been pre-selected as the winner. The contestants insisted that they do not harbor any hatred against Arbani, but that they demand an explanation from the Miss USA organization about the perceived manipulation of the final results. "We are not bitter or sore losers," said Miss Montana USA Heather O'Keefe during an Instagram live chat on October 5th to talk about the collective experience that she and the other contestants went through during the pageant. The Miss Universe organization stated that the alleged rigging would be investigated by a third party. So on December 27th, upset and disillusioned Miss USA 2022 contestants, led by O'Keefe, took to their social media to express their disappointment and frustration with the results of the investigation, claiming that the Miss USA 2022 contest had not been rigged. During a Zoom meeting conducted by MEO President Paula Shugart and attended by O'Keefe and her fellow contestants, O'Keefe and her colleagues were also upset that none of the questions they had submitted before the meeting was answered. At number 2, the new ownership of Miss Universe organization. On October 26, it was reported that Jakapong and Jack Rajatatip, the CEO and biggest shareholder of JKN Global Group, bought the Miss Universe organization for $20 million, making her the first woman and trans woman and foreigner to own the famous beauty pageant in its 71-year history. Commonly known as Ann JKN, she's a well-known figure in Thailand after she appeared in the Thai versions of shows such as Shark Tank and Project Runway. She hopes to transform the beauty pageant into an event that inspires women around the globe, as well as promote her several businesses. Ann bought the organization much to the delight of former owner and famed super agent Ari Emanuel, who reportedly had a difficult time trying to find a buyer after refusing to slash the price. MUO also runs Miss USA and Miss Teen USA pageants. On her social media pages, Ann posted screenshots of her claims to being the sole owner of MEO. Pageant fans began to wonder whether or not the headquarters will remain in New York City or move to Bangkok, or if there will be a major shakeup in the management and staff. Since she took over MEO 2 months ago, she has revealed several changes in the selection process, introduced a new crown that costs $6 million, introduced a new sustainable sash, stated that the new Miss Universe and 2 runners-up will move to Bangkok, and that the catwalk should be classy and not sexy. Many pageant fans, including myself, are not too fond of these so-called changes, but just like any other organization that constantly evolves, I believe that we fans will eventually get accustomed to the changes over time. And at number 1, the biggest pageant story of 2022 is the death of Chesley Christ, Miss USA 2019. On the morning of January 30th, 2022, less than a month before the new year started, the pageant world did not expect to wake up to a horrific tragedy. News headlines had reported that a young woman had jumped to her death from the Manhattan apartment building where she lived. Just 6 weeks earlier, Chesley had been in Israel working as a color commentator for the Miss Universe 2021 contest. A highly accomplished young woman, Chesley was academically gifted and athletic. She was captain of the cheer squad, captain of the track team, co-president of the Beta Club. During her senior year, she competed in her first pageant and won. She attended honors college at the University of South Carolina and entered a graduate program at Wake Forest University, where she earned dual degrees in law and business administration. She practiced law and became a New York correspondent for the entertainment news program Extra after her reign. The day after her death, her mother, April Simpkins, released a statement where she stated that Chesley had suffered from high-functioning depression. Her untimely tragic demise reignited conversations about mental health and led to mental health awareness as one of the most popular and relevant causes advocated by pageant contestants. Nearly 8 months after Chesley's death at age 30, the Miss USA 2022 pageant honored her with a touching tribute. Correspondent Christian Murphy said during the October 3rd show, If you're lucky in life, you get the chance to know someone who lights up a room, makes every moment seem better, and makes you feel important with a simple gesture or a word. That was Chesley Christ. Chesley's tragic death is a reminder that the way that someone appears in public or in their professional life does not reflect what they feel inside. In 2021, Chesley wrote an article for Allure magazine entitled "A Pageant Queen Reflects on Turning 30." She wrote, "Each time I say I'm turning 30, I cringe a little. Sometimes I can successfully mask this uncomfortable response with excitement. Other times, my enthusiasm feels hollow, like bad acting. Society has never been kind to those growing old, especially women." She continued, "I discovered that the world's most important question, especially when asked repeatedly and answered frankly, is why? Why earn more achievements just to collect another win? Why pursue another plaque or medal or line item on my resume if it's for vanity's sake rather than out of passion? Why work so hard to capture the dreams I've been taught by society to want when I continue to find only emptiness?"
See, this thing does not want to go. This is like really very emblematic of my reign. It just doesn't want to leave. Let go! Oh my god! This was supposed to be classy and cute, and look what it is right now. Well, the crown's off. The Miss USA crown, the Mickey Moto, literally giving it back.
We bow to the queen.
And there you have it, the 5 biggest stories of 2022. Do you agree or disagree? Comment below. Be sure to read my full review on criticalbeauty.com. Thank you for watching, guys, and for supporting this channel. I wish you all a happy, healthy, and critically beautiful New Year.